Since we have come to Kabila, it is the 10 years completed. So, you can imagine how in these 10 years we have been able to progress in Sahaja Yoga. Now, today we are going to have a Guru Puja. As I have said, you all are Gurus and you want to worship me as your Guru, is all right. But the main thing one should understand that you have become Guru, no doubt, because you have the knowledge. You have the absolute knowledge. And so we can say you have become Gurus, no doubt. But one has to understand that you have reached a state where you can raise the Kundalini, you can give realization to others. Also you know what is the absolute knowledge. To know the absolute knowledge is very important, and to assimilate is even much more important. Though we know the absolute knowledge, we cannot assimilate it that well. That means we cannot go deep into it. What is the reason for that? We have to realize that we have all come out of the heritage that was the animal kingdom. From the animal kingdom you have evolved. So there are so many things of the animal heritage linger in us. The aggressiveness, the domination, peevishness, fear, grabbing, all these are our inheritance, and they are within us lingering. We want to grab things of others. Not you people, of course not, but people who are not yet in Sahaja Yoga. They first used to grab lands, then they started grabbing people, making them slaves. Then they were not satisfied with that, so they were grabbing kingdoms, jewelry and all these things. So just to grab. They have no legal right, still they would grab. It seems very funny, it seems very inhuman, but it is there because of our inheritance. Now there are so many other things like jealousy. Among animals there's very little of that. They don't have jealousies so much as we have. While we have inherited this jealousy by our own reactions and thinking. People get jealous and they want to put down others. If they cannot achieve any height, they want to bring down the heights of others. This kind of jealousy, when it grabs human beings, they think whatever is done in the name of jealousy is all right. They become very conscious. that we are lower than another person. We lack in some talents than another person, and they try to overpower that person because of the force of jealousy behind it. Now the trouble is, though we are human beings, we have inherited so many animal qualities. Like we are ferocious, we are angry, and we get upset as animals do. But additional to that, human beings can react because of their thinking. They think. They can think. And by thinking, all these inherited properties become perverted. Like a person wants to put down another person. Then he doesn't behave like an animal, a straightforward way. But he will find out a device, a method, he'll think it over how to do it. The main problem with human beings is that they still have inherited very violent temper. This violent temper has to be controlled, has to be seen. When you see something which you don't like, which is against your will, maybe something like that, immediately you flare up. Just now I saw, instead of the camphor, they had put a sugar candy. To sugar candy, they were putting the matchbox, they were using match into it, matchstick. It would not take the fire. They tried and tried, it would not. So I said, let me see what is that. So that was a sugar candy. If it was camphor, it would just flare up. So the quality of the person is known in the same way. If with the slightest provocation, if he gets into temper and gets annoyed, then his quality is not very good as a guru. As a guru, we should not flare up. We should not get angry. We should not try to oppress others. But what can we do then, people will ask. We have another method, what we call is love. Love. Instead of getting angry, if you show love and compassion to that person. So what happens? That it doesn't give you any anger, and another person you don't make him angry also. Anger begets anger. If you get angry with somebody, that person may not retort because he is afraid of you, maybe that. But in his heart, he will keep a revenge in his mind, that one day I will show him why should he get angry with me. So in Sahaja Yoga, please remember that love is the only way we can solve the problem. Now, if something goes wrong, say in the ashram, if you get angry with that person, what will happen? That person will bear a grudge against you. Perhaps, if he's a good Sahaja, he may realize that it was a wrong thing to do. But if he is a bad Sahaja, not yet fully equipped to understand, then what he will do? He will just feel that this man has insulted me, he has deliberately put me down and all that, and I should try to take a revenge. Among animals, this activity is very limited. I don't think they believe in revenge, except for few animals. They say that if you hurt a snake, it will take its respite. It will come back on you. That's what is said. And this one is something, one quality of the snake. But as we have passed through all these different categories, we might be having some of the qualities of some of these animals within us. We may be even snakes anyway. If the snake is within us, then anybody who hurts you will remember it all your life. He has hurt me, so I'll put him right one day. I'll take a revenge. If there's a snake within us. But now if there's a tiger within you, so you will become very ferocious. At the smallest thing you will get angry, lose temper. Now, this is not a very good situation, that we are still at the level of animals and our inheritance is still working in us. So we have to keep a watch. We have to be good gurus, and for good guru, you have to have a very peaceful, compassionate, loving temperament. After all, one has to understand that people have this inheritance, and some people have more, some people have this, or some people have that. For that, if you get angry with that person, it's not going to help him or help you, but if you are loving and compassionate and you explain that person what is the problem is and what you want to do, I tell you it will improve. He'll definitely improve and he'll feel your love. Of course, sometimes it's necessary to also forgive such a person. Such a person is to be forgiven, absolutely. In that doesn't mean that if he has done wrongs, all kinds of wrongs, you forgive him and he goes on still be the same. Doesn't mean. Forgiven means forgotten. Such and such person has been misbehaving, so just forget. Forget it, completely forget it. For a guru it is important, for a Sahaja-yogi guru. I must say other gurus were not like that. They were absolutely, I would say, extremely hot-tempered. And they used to lose temper on people. Once I met a guru and he told me, Mother, you are too kind to them. And with this kindness you cannot create good people. I have had enough of it, he said. I had made 2 people into gurus. And one of them got lost in the money. All right, what happened to the second? And second one got lost in the woman. So I said, now it's all right. If they are lost, they are lost. But if you can revive them with your love, affection, and kindness, better get around them. So the one who was lost, I think if you open that door, people sitting outside can also hear me. Who are those sitting outside? Open it fully. Of course.